Hi guys, this is Rose from a Catholic homeschooling family, and it is Thursday, April 26th, 9:23 a.m. And me and Mia Bella say hi, mommy. We're walking to Mexico. We actually came here yesterday. Well, I'm on the bridge. We actually came here yesterday. We did a couple of things. My husband got some glasses. And I need to go, we did go dinner, to like a late lunch. And we did a couple of other little things. We bought some medicines, and we forgot one medicine in particular that was very important for us, which is my son's, I'm sorry guys, my brain, reflux medicine. The thing is, and if you know people that, or you live in a border town, then you can understand this. Even though you have insurance, and the United States is supposed to have the best medical care, Mexico also has it very good. And a lot of us border town people think that the doctors in Mexico, no offense to anybody, are actually better than the United States doctors. A lot of us go, even with insurance, into Mexico for services. And for example, my husband has insurance, health insurance, but he chose to buy his eyeglasses in Mexico. Why? Because it's a lot faster service. He walked in straight away. They saw him. They did everything. His glasses would have been ready 2 hours, but we wanted to get back because it looked like it was going to storm. And the lines to cross into Laredo, because we have 4 bridges, but one of the bridges is like under reconstruction, which is actually this one. People cannot use this road to go back into Laredo, so it's backing up all the other bridges, and it took us like an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes or so to get back into the United States from the long line of cars that we were in. The only reason we drove was because we had my 2 little ones. We all came as a family. I had my 2 babies, and they can't walk. Well, one of them cannot, and one of them can. But it would be too tiring for him to walk all the entire length of the bridge, plus walk around there. I know, there's a homes. Here, look for $1. $1, not 5. Thank you, Mia.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias igualmente. Que Dios lo bendiga. Sorry, guys. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, that's why we drove, and the traffic to get back was really hectic. But today, we forgot that one medicine that I needed for my baby Easy, for his reflux. And like I said, I didn't pick up my husband's glasses. My husband would have come in super quick to pick them up after work, just to because he works here at the bridge. He would have just come in super fast to get his glasses after work, and he would walk. But but since we forgot the medicine, I wanted to come, and Mia likes to come.
Mom, what is that? Snow?
No, that's just the bridge.
Not working.
The paint, they painted that wall, mommy. So yeah, she was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I don't know. It's not." She's like, "Is it snow?" Because it looked, I guess she thinks it's like a steep hill or something with snow on it. like, I'm sorry guys, it's because I'm walking and looking around and trying to talk to you. I'm not that coordinated. I used to be a lot more coordinated. I guess I'm getting old. But anyways, we have crossed the bridge. So yeah, I wanted to come. My daughter wanted to come. So we just both decided to come. And we're gonna go to my friend Teresa's house later today when we get back. Usually it's about 1:30ish. We're always late. And we're gonna do a Bible study. So let me go ahead and get that stuff, guys, and I'll get back to you in a little bit. So I'm here at the optometrist, and the optometrist that we came to yesterday came to pick up my husband's glasses. I got distracted. What I forgot to tell you was that the console and everything with the glasses was only $40. So that's pretty amazing. Let me go ahead and go inside and show you the store super quick. I don't know if I can record, but I'm gonna make an effort. It's pretty neat. Hola, buenos días. Vengo a recoger los lentes de Luis Flores. It is 10:36. Hi. We are back into the United States. Our car's over there in that parking lot. But I wanted to show you the beautiful view. That's Mexico right there, guys. That water, that's the Rio Grande River. The Rio Grande. It's very beautiful. But we crossed and we're back, and Mio's trying to see the view. Let me help her out, guys. Guys, we're back. It is 12:06, boy.
Oh, so close. I just guessed.
I don't know if that showed up. But anyways, it's 12:09. And so, I know I was talking to you guys about cool stuff in Mexico. This, honey, we actually bought it yesterday on our way back. And it was like $7.
We also bought a baby hammock.
And this up here, guys, is the honeycomb.
And there's a bee inside.
Oh, I can't see the bee, but
You have to
the
see
camera
from the other
can
side.
for the bottom. It's on the other side. But my kids wanted to eat it, but I thought this would be a good addition to the video that I already started in regards to awesome things that you can get from Mexico.
Oh, wait. Can I see the flash? Put it right in front. Oh, that looks so pretty.
It's upside down. Oh, you're trying to... No,
the
you
light
can't.
up.
You can't see it, son.
I know they can't see it, but it looks so pretty though.
Okay. All right. So, my son wants to bite into the honeycomb, and so does my daughter.
Let me take out the bee though.
Yeah, and we actually went to the grocery store today. That right there is what we were gonna have for dinner, and then I checked the refrigerator. My daughter had been wanting hamburgers and hamburgers and hamburgers and hamburgers, and I went to go get the hamburger stuff. We just needed some hamburger buns, and I have gluten-free bread hamburger buns in the refrigerator, but my kids don't like it. That's bacon, a package of bacon. Then I opened my refrigerator and I realized that I still have leftovers. So instead of eating hamburgers tonight, we're going to eat hamburgers tomorrow and finish our leftovers today. What are you doing? Okay, and my table is dirty. Well, you guys can't see that it's dirty, but it's dirty.
Oh yeah, we ran out of napkins.
We didn't run out of napkins. There's like 6 rolls of napkins in there. Go get them.
Oh, come on!
Wait.
I want to scoop this out.
All right. So, all right. Oh, is that why you jumped up there to get a paper plate?
Before you take a bite, let me get a knife and cut out the bee.
There's no bee.
Yes, there is.
Just look here. Don't destroy the honeycomb.
Flip it around. I saw a bee, remember? Where's the bee? Put the flash in it. See? Right there.
It's right there. All right. Well, look. I don't want to make this video too long. Go ahead and try this honeycomb right here.
Me?
And Damian, you try this
A little
honeycomb.
bit bigger.
Dude, what if you don't like it?
Boy, that's less.
This will be for me. This little bit will be for me. Here, open your mouth.
They put in honeycomb though.
It has honey. It's all, dude. It's all full of honey. It's waxy.
It tastes like bee.
It tastes like a bee.
Tastes like waffles.
It does not taste like waffles.
It's
I actually never tried it either myself. I don't want to try it. I'm a picky eater.
I will try it.
Nope, that's a no.
I'll try it for you.
Did you like it? You liked it?
Yeah, the cone tastes like, I don't know, it tastes like gum, right?
It's chewy. It's waxy-ish.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Dale.
Yeah, look at my earwax. Ooh. That's a
Ew, that's, what is that? Oh, that's the honeycomb?
I chewed it.
You chewed it? Okay, throw that away.
Look at my earwax.
It was disgusting?
Yeah. You try it.
I don't want to try it. I don't think I'll like it.
No, you're gonna not be delicious.
It's
Yeah,
so
you have
silly.
the same taste as mom, because you're not gonna like it.
We-
You have to eat that, or else you're gonna win.
I don't think so.
Yes, you have to eat it.
No, let me put it back.
No, eat the bee. Eat it. Drink some. Just try a little bit.
The tiny bit. All right, here. I'll try a tiny bit. Here, that man. Record me.
Actually, I'm gonna. Okay. Can I record it?
Sorry.
Let's see if you're holding the phone right. You like
Alright.
it? It tastes weird.
Tastes like honey about.
You guys stop it!
The skin tastes waxy.
Yeah.
All right.
The man want
Give
like
it to me.
Okay.
Not waxy.
Mia, why did you do that?
What did she do? All right, guys, we'll be back.
She grabbed the
Hi, guys. It is now 5:15. One baby sleeps there, and the other one sleeps there. That's what, 5:14. Yeah. All right. So I went to after. Okay, so you guys saw when we had the honeybee thing. That was, I guess, around 12ish. I don't remember the time. But shortly after that, we did Mia Bella's homeschool super quick. And then from there, we left to my friend's house to do Bible study. And interestingly enough, we started talking about how homeschooling. What was it? Oh my goodness, guys. This has been happening to me for like 3 weeks. I cannot think. Oh, she was telling me about how homeschooling was made up to build workers. And I was like, yeah, I know. There's this documentary that I watched that's super good. I'll send it to you. And it's super short. I couldn't remember at the time the name of it, but I found it. When I make it's called The Public Education Was Designated to Destroy Critical Thinking. Okay? I need to make another video. Probably do it next month. Going over how my last 2 years of homeschooling has been and what I've learned. And, you know, how we've progressed. But I wanted to throw that in there right now because it's on my mind right now with this one napping and this one napping. I started to look for that. And there's another thing that I'm going to look for my friend as well, because we were also talking about how homeschooling is something that we hope everybody would want to do, right? And that I brought up, well, I'm sure a lot of women would like to do it, or some women would like to stay home, but claim that they want to work. I mean, that they like to work, and that's why they do it, but really in reality would want to stay home. And a lot of those women would like to homeschool, but their husbands won't let them. And so then she totally agreed. She said, yeah, these husbands, whatever. And I said, she told me there's a lot of things that I will not fight with my husband about, but I will fight him on that. And I said, oh yeah. See, guys, on my free time I like to watch like documentaries. So I told her, oh, I have another, not a documentary, but I saw a clip about this priest saying how women, right, should be submissive to their husbands, but there are occasions where it's okay to not be submissive and fight your husband. And he said homeschooling is one of them, and then he talked all about that. So I just wanted to throw that in there, those are the conversations we discussed. And that priest thing, I'll when I make my video in like next month about like 2-year anniversary or whatever, I will include that one as well at the link. But anyways, getting back to my day, my husband, my son, my older son have left to go to a outing, Boy Scout outing. And I'm left with these 2 little guys and my daughter, who's over there playing in her room. So I'm going to put these little guys down right now, and I'm gonna continue talking about how awesome it is to go to Mexico, how cheap it is, and all that good stuff. But my friend and I also discussed that, and she was saying, oh, I would love to go live in Mexico. And I was like, yeah, but hey, we're so close, we can just walk. And yeah. Let me go over there. Let me put these kids down, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's what I bought across. Alright. I took this to the... Okay, so guys, I have Hashimoto's, okay? And I have a hypothyroidism. And me and my friend, Teresa, the one I was with, we also talked about, I mentioned right now that we were talking about Mexico or whatever. Well, her husband... Okay, so all of us have insurance, okay? A lot of people have insurance through their jobs or whatever, and we can still go to the doctor here on this side. Here, let me turn it around. We can still... Okay, guys, so I am here in my dining room. So I was talking to you guys about how I went to Mexico and how me and my friend were discussing going to Mexico. So she and I are both going to the same thyroid doctor here in the United States, who's awesome. He's like the best thyroid doctor we've come across, and he has really helped us both out. But her husband, he does have insurance, but he chooses to get his thyroid medicine from Nuevo Laredo in Mexico side. All right, and she said that he was doing really well. And so this was when she told me that her husband was doing really well, this was like 2 months ago or so. He also has Hashimoto's, and she actually had thyroid cancer, and she had her thyroid taken out and what have you. And so she was not able to like keep her thyroid, even though she tried and tried and tried. So we were discussing about getting medicine, and she was telling me that her husband gets medicine in Nuevo Laredo for his thyroid. So then I started thinking, I want to get my medicine in Nuevo Laredo. So I ended up trying this one out. And, oops, it's upside down. I'm sorry. This one out. This is a combination of T3 and T4. I think this one was like $10 for about a month and a half or so. It's 50 capsules. So, I don't know, about a month and a half. So I kind of just winged it. I didn't. I was taking 90. I forgot what it's called. Armithroid. And this one was 100. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just take the 100. All right. So I didn't go to the doctor or anything across. I just, over there, you don't actually have to get a prescription for every single little thing you need. There's a pharmacist there. You can talk to the pharmacist. And so it was just easier for me just to get, oh, and right next to the pharmacist, like right next door, it's not a big building. It's like just your bedroom, from one room to the next bedroom. That's how close it is. It's not like from one big, office building over to the next office building. No, it's like right next door. There's also a doctor that you can talk to if you and the pharmacist cannot sort it out. Or whatever, if you need to talk to the doctor or whatever. Okay, so I tried this out by myself first. I did not get doctor's approval. All right, a lot of you are going to be like, she's nuts. All right, whatever. I knew what I was kind of doing. I thought it would be okay. So I got my labs done. I got my results. I got labs done yesterday, and I picked up my results super quick. And I went to go see the doctor in my short little trip that I was there when I picked up my husband's glasses. I don't know why in the video in the morning, I'm telling you, I have like brain problems. In the video that I was making earlier today, I forgot to mention that. So I went to go talk to the doctor, and she said, no, that this was fine. I could totally take this. My levels are just tiny little bit low. She said that to take like about half of the test, about half, and I should be more than fine. But she gave me this one. This is a generic kind. I think I paid like $5 for this, and it's also 50. This is the name brand, and I bought several things. I'll show you everything that I bought, and I bought 2 of these boxes, and she said start on that and come back in like, I can come back like in 2 months, and just to double check that it's all good. If I feel bad or whatever, I can always go back. So anyways, got that, and I also got my son's, my baby's medicine. All right, so this one, the story for my son's medicine. Let me go get it quietly. Where is it? The story on my son's medicine. Again, the reason I'm telling you guys is that we have insurance here, we go here, whatever, is to reiterate that a lot of people have gone to the doctor here in the United States and then jump over into Mexico, and we find better results in Mexico. That's amazing. That's why I love living in Mexico. That's one of the benefits. Okay, so my baby, my little tiny one, Easy, he has reflux, and I've mentioned this lots of times. All right, so they were giving him Zantac here. I could go look for it, but I don't want to. They were giving him, I think it was Zantac, here in the United States for his reflux, but it was not working, and I kept going back to the doctor and telling her, it doesn't work, it's not working, it's not helping, blah, blah, blah. Got a tiny bit better. Along with the formula change, it helped a tiny bit, okay? And so I was always, complaining. My mother-in-law, when she would come, and she would take care of the baby. Well, like, she wouldn't take care of the baby, but she would be around here and like holding the baby or whatever. She also would always get spit up on, vomited on, right? And so I'm trying to like adjust it to where the light is not all weird. And so she would always be getting wet. She told my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, her other son, about the situation. And so he knew that his nephew, through his wife, was also struggling with that problem. So, or had been struggling with that problem. So my brother-in-law asked them, what did y'all do? I know y'all, they had, been complaining about it a long time as well. Her baby and my baby are about the same age. I think there's like a 1 month difference. She had him like maybe a month before I had mine. And again, here they kept taking him to the doctor and taking him to the doctor and taking him to the doctor. They took him to a pediatric gastrologist in Mexico, and they did like all sorts of exams or whatever. And they have, I didn't even know this. My sister-in-law, my brother-in-law ended up talking to them. My brother-in-law and his wife, my sister-in-law, ended up talking to my sister-in-law's brother and his wife about their situation. And they ended up finding out when they took their baby to Mexico, that he had like 3rd-degree reflux, which I didn't know there was such a thing as degrees, okay? It was like 1st and 2nd and 3rd. So he had like 3rd-degree reflux, so that's really severe. But apparently here in the United States, they just couldn't do anything about it. So they ended up getting medicine from Nuevo Laredo. They also ended up buying formula from Nuevo Laredo, but it was too expensive. Like it was like, I think $30, but the can was like not even the size of our can. It was like tiny. So we were not going to be able to afford that. And they were telling us that they were spending or using up maybe like 3 cans a week, which there's no way I could afford that. But we did get the medicine, and the medicine started to work awesome. They told me, my brother and sister-in-law told me that their, brother and my brother-in-law's, in-laws or whatever, were told by their doctor in Mexico that medicine is approved in Mexico. Like it's the equivalent of FDA approved in Mexico, but it's not approved in the United States. Okay. So I bought it, I started giving it to my baby, and I saw an improvement like 2 feedings later. It was amazing. Amazing. He still has reflux, but it's like nothing compared to what it was. He would spit up and spit up and spit up and spit up, but like bad. I would get like totally wet. Now he still does it, but he will only like spit up super bad, like wetness, maybe once a day. Maybe he'll the whole day he won't spit up. So I took that medicine to my doctor here in the United States when I took my son. And she said, oh no. I'm not making fun of her because she's super sweet and wonderful. Cisaprida or whatever, she said, she recognized it, right? And she said, oh, we can't give that to the baby. That's not approved for the baby. And I said, but that's the only thing that's working. This is the only thing that's working. And she said, you shouldn't give that to him. And she said, and I said, is it for reflux? She's like, yeah, it's for reflux, but I wouldn't recommend you giving that to your baby. And I said, why? She said, well, it might just be too strong. It's not approved for babies. But no, in Mexico, this is approved for babies. You just have to give a small dosage. And I talked to the pharmacist when I went to pick it up, and I talked to the doctor when you started using it. They said it's fine. It will work, and which I know it works, and it is safe. You just have to give Small dose. This thing cost me $1.50. $1.50. Is that not amazing? $1.50. No, I'm sorry. I bought 2 for $3.40. So I don't know. With the conversion of the pesos or whatever, it's very confusing. But let's say no more than $2. Okay. This one, which is not. This is like the generic kind. I think I paid like. This is the generic kind. This name brand was like 10. I think this one was like 5. And it's a little bit confusing because I bought a lot of stuff. This one, when I was there talking to the pharmacist, I asked, okay guys, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to take this until I know if I'm pregnant or not, okay? So, but I asked the doctor, I'm not the doctor, the pharmacist, if there's something I could take to lose weight. He said, yes, we have this thing. It is awesome. It's amazing. It works. It's a top seller. And then I saw that it's, wait, what is this? Yeah, this is. There it is. I couldn't find the word. It was covering it up. Orlis or whatever. I've seen this before. This is an ally or whatever. And he said, if you eat this, is going to make you, it'll absorb the fat that you eat. It will absorb it and it'll go in your poop. Okay? And he said, 1 month's supply is 3 boxes. All right? So I got 3 boxes. All right? And he said, you can also buy this gel. This is supposed to burn, fat. It heats up, heats up your temperature, body temperature. And it also, once you start to lose weight, it'll start to like firm up your saggy skin. So this is also top seller. And this one was like $5. So I bought a ton of stuff. I bought all these things, all of these things right here. Oh, not this. I was working on my son's Boy Scout stuff. I don't know. A lot of stuff for like $40. I think that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, the doctor consult, you know how much it is? $3. $3. Top of the line doctors. Amazing doctors. So for less than $50, because you also have to pay tolls to, like, not tolls, but like to cross, to come in and out in Mexico. That was like $1.25. So less than $50. I got a ton of stuff, and I saw a doctor who, prescribed. She prescribed it, but I didn't really need the prescription. I just needed her to write down, the things so I could take it to the pharmacist, so the pharmacist could know what to give me. But I'm like, if I would have like bypassed the doctor, I could have just gone to the pharmacist. But because the pharmacist needed to know what my thyroid levels were, because I needed to know, where I was at in order to buy my thyroid medicine, I had to go to the doctor. But if I didn't want to go to the doctor and I just wanted to self whatever, the pharmacist would sell it to me without a prescription. So like if I run out, let's say I lose $1, right? And I run out of this box. In a month, I can just go to the pharmacist and I say, hey, I need another box. They'd be like, okay, here you go. And then I just come back to Laredo with it. I don't have to go to to the doctor to get a refill. I can just go. And since I already kind of know where I'm at, that would be okay, you know. But it's so silly it would be silly not to go to the doctor when it only costs $3 just to make sure that you're okay. My labs were $20. My thyroid labs, like, were $20, if that. I think maybe let's just say it was $20. That's how cheap it is. And there was like no wait. I paid, they drew blood, and they told me you have to come back in a few hours. I guess they ran it to the lab. I don't know how they do it. But we wanted to come back, so I couldn't stay. Plus, I needed to go back for my husband's glasses and my medicine. So it was just, not my medicine, my son's medicine. So it was just, you know, we left. Because it was going to rain. And it actually did storm really bad last night. So yeah, I know I'm just rambling. I just thought it was such an amazing, you know, it's so amazing that we can do that. I think it's so cool. I'm sorry, I was trying to hear if my baby was crying, but he's not. Anyways, guys, that was my Mexico medicine experience, and I wanted to just let y'all know Mexico has some awesome things. All right, guys. I'd like to thank you for watching A Catholic Homeschooling Family. God bless you. Bye-bye.